Alright, hey, Hades Mega here, and this is a show and tell video for the Lasfit fast wireless car charger and phone mounting system, right? And so this specific one has a mount just for a like 5th generation Rav4, right? We're gonna install this on my 2021 Toyota Rav4 Prime, right? So you could use it's a universal car mount, but they have a specific mount for the Rav4, right? And so we're gonna go ahead and install this and then test it out, all right? That's good. You can find these at Lasfit's website for around $50. You can also get these on Amazon, all right? I'll put a link in the description of the video if you want to purchase one. Okay. So this is the version that that has the mount for the Rav4. Right. Also, they have two different versions. There's an AC version and a CC version, and they're a little bit different. This is the CC version. All right. So this one doesn't have the automatic wireless charging alignment system, but you can adjust the height of the phone. Right? The reason you have to adjust the height is because you need to get the wherever the charging thing is on the back of the phone. It's got to be like at a certain height, all right? It has to be able to touch where the charging ports are on this, okay? All right, so we'll be using it with my LG V60, all right? I recently got this phone, and so what I'm using right now is a Bracketron vent mount. It's a magnetic one, all right? So it has a magnet mount on it, and then you put a metal plate on the back of your phone. So one problem is you with the magnetic mounts is you can't use a wireless car charger, all right? Or you can't use a wireless charger, period, all right? Because you got this metal plate on the back of your phone, and it won't charge. So I'm going to have to ditch this. The nice thing about this, so this isn't a magnetic phone mount, all right? To be able to use a magnetic phone mount and wireless charging at the same time, it requires a special case. And I don't think they sell a special case for this phone. They don't make LG phones anymore, all right? This is like the very last phone that LG made, all right? And so yeah, you would need a special case for that. So this one has a little claw on it, all right? It's a claw that automatically grabs your phone when you put it in the mount, all right? And then you just press a button and it should open up, and you can take it out easily. So I need to be able to take my phone on and off the mount multiple times because I'm a DoorDash driver, and I'm gonna be a UPS personal vehicle delivery driver for this season, and so I need to be able to remove my phone on and off from the vehicle really quickly because I need to use it to deliver stuff. Okay, so we'll see if this works. All right, the magnetic one works pretty good, but we're gonna give this one a whirl. All right, so let's go ahead and we'll take a closer look at it, and then we'll go install it. Okay, here we go. So this is the unboxing portion, all right? So here it is. There's the box. Let's take a close look at it first. That's the unit, picture of the actual unit right there. So this is a 15-watt automatic induction fast wireless charger, all right? Fast wireless charger phone mount. All right. Here it says it has an automatic open and unlock function. It's nice. All right, there's a picture of it being used. Alright, there's some specifications in here. It says its input is DC 12 volts. Is it really? Is it DC 12 volts? I would think it's like 5, right? 5 volts? But, well, I guess we'll find out. It eats at 1.5 amps. Or, it says for 9 volts it's 1.67 amps. Oh, and for 5 volts it's 2 amps. Alright, so it'll eat up 2 amps. Yeah, I guess you can use it with multiple voltages. That's interesting. Output is 15 watts, 10 watts, 7.5 watts, and 5 watts. I guess that's probably dependent on your phone, like what model phone you have, and like probably like the temperature or something. Charge distance is less than or equal to 0.24 inches. Alright, so about a 1/4 inch, so that's a lot. Alright, and the power conversion is less than 80%. Okay. That's how these wireless chargers work. Okay. Here we've got the Lasfit logo on the top and on the bottom. there's nothing. And on this side, it has an auto slide smart open. It's 15 watts and 10 watts fast charging, dual charging indicator, dual button and indicator. Okay, let's go. Oh, let's go open the phone mount. All right, so this came with it separately in another thing, another envelope. So let's open this first. I believe this is the phone mount for the Rav4. All right, so there's multiple ways that you can use this. This is a universal phone mount, and there's multiple ways that you can mount it in your vehicle. But the way we're going to use it, the primary way we're going to use it is we're going to use this. All right, it's a phone mount for the Rav4. Okay, it attaches on the center vent. Okay, so there it is. Okay, it has a little ball thing here to hold the mount. Let's go open the actual. Okay, this is the phone that we're going to be using. Okay, here's what comes in the box. There is a manual right here. All right. You can pause that if you want to read it. Okay. And then it looks like there's a suction cup mount. All right, so you can mount this on your windshield. And it uses a little ball mount. It's kind of similar to a ram mount, but it's smaller. And then the actual unit is right here. Oh, I thought there was a vent mount. Oh, there's a vent mount right here. Okay, so yeah, you can also install this on your vent, similar to how the mount that I'm currently using is. Okay, that's a USB Type-C cable. All right. There's a little ring here for the ball, I guess. All right, and then in this bag, it'll make it easy to open. Okay, and this bag is the actual phone mount itself. Okay, that's what it looks like. It's got two little gripper claws on the side. It's got an adjustment on the bottom here. How's it open? Oh, you just pull it in there. So there's like little notches that you can use to adjust it. Okay, so you can adjust the height. Also, another reason I bought this is if I didn't want to use the wireless charging function, I could still use a USB cable. This has an opening right here, so you can plug. If you have a phone that has a cable that goes from the bottom, the charge cable goes, the USB cable goes from the bottom, you could use this to charge it, okay, with the cable. Okay, there it is. It looks like there's a release buttons here and here. Boy, are these stiff. I don't think they're actual buttons. I think it's like a sensor type thing. Okay, and then the ball goes here, and then the ring goes right here. Okay, and hiding under the tray was the vent clip. Okay, there it is. So this attaches to the one of the vents. All right. This is one of the ways. So yeah, you would clamp it to the vent, and then it would hang off of it like that. Okay, that's currently what I'm using right now. There's two ways that there's three different ways that you can mount it. With this kit that I bought, with a suction cup mount on the windshield or on a window somewhere, a vent clip, and then the custom vent clip for the Rav4. Let's take a look at this one. This is the one that we're probably going to use. All right, this is what makes this kit special. It has this mount here, okay? Okay, and then there's a little ball that you can put right here, and it'll adjust the height, I guess. Okay, and then the phone mount mounts to this. And yeah, I guess you can adjust the height and stuff, so that's kind of cool. It has a couple different clips in that it'll snap into. All right. Okay, so let's go ahead and try installing it. We're going to be using, since I have the Rav4 Prime, we're going to be using the Rav4 phone mount. All right, this should work for any 2019 to 2021 Rav4. All right. On 2022 and up, I don't know. Okay, so you get the manual. All right, you've got the actual mount unit. You get a USB Type-C cable, a suction cup mount, a vent mount, a mounting ring. All right, and then this one has the Rav4 vent mount. All right, custom Rav4 mount. Also, you will need a USB charger. Okay, so if you don't have one already, you're gonna have to get one. Okay, because it doesn't come with one. And I believe if you want a fast charge, you need to have one that that is fast charge capable. Okay, and I have 2 in my vehicle. We can take a look at them. But yeah, so I think it plugs in right down here. Okay. Okay, let's go try to install it. Okay, so before we get started with the install, these are some of the other features. These are some of the features of this this charger. Okay, I'll just read them off. There's 9 of them. The smart touch button and charging LED indicator on both sides with logo indicator light in the middle. Fully automatic induction one-handed operation. All right, so you should be able to operate this with one hand. It's great. All right, number 2 is built-in wireless charging transmitters. Supports key wireless charging for all key-enabled smartphone devices. Okay. Number 3 is adjustable feet suitable for different size phones. Anti-slip silicone on both arms and feet. Type-C charging port. Okay, so number 4, built-in stepper motor. It works without noise. NPO capacitors. What the heck? Low charging temperature and high charging efficiency. There's a misspelling right here. I think what that means, so it has capacitors in it. That means when you turn your vehicle off, it will run for a little bit of period of time, right? So if you turn your vehicle off and then you want to take it out from the mount and you've already shut the vehicle off, you can do that, all right, before it runs out of power. So it has a kind of like a little backup battery built into it, all right? That's what the capacitor's for. I didn't think they mentioned that. Number 6 is standby mode. The green and blue LED indicators lights flashes. Alternatively, then the green indicator light keeps on. All right, charging mode. The blue LED indicator light keeps on. 8, FOD function. When put metal or magnetic objects in the charger, the blue and green LED indicator light flash 6 times for reminding. Perfect protective function based on over voltage, over current, over temperature, and short circuit protection. Okay, so there's a bunch of safeties built into it, so you don't fry your phone or start a fire in your vehicle. Okay, so let's get ready for the install. All right, so this is a 2021 Toyota Rav4 SE. All right, I do know that certain models of the Rav4 like this have a vent here. Okay, it's like a little wheel. This one doesn't have it. All right, you can see there's cutouts for it, but I guess, hopefully it doesn't get in the way. Okay, so let's go install the mount. I think you just put it up in there. So there's these 2 little tabs here. All right, just make sure you slide that up over here on the vent here, so it's going to grip onto this part underneath the display here, the trim. All right. And you just want to line it up so the you can still access the hazard button. Okay. Okay, you should still be able to move your vents, I think. Right. Okay, and then what you're gonna do next is put the phone mount in. You want to put the ring in first, and then pop. Actually, let's take this off first. Take this off first. Put the ring in first. Pop in the ball. There you go. Tighten the ring a little bit. Okay. And then put the mount back on. Okay, and so it works on gravity, I guess. It just kind of stays there. And it's gonna flop around a little bit like that. What's that? Is that really how it works? Yeah, I guess so. Okay. It doesn't seem super secure. We'll see how that works out. But there you go. Okay, and then now the next thing to do is to install a USB charge cable. I have one right here. All right, this one is already connected to a quick charge USB. So I have it right here. This is a like a 12-volt adapter. All right, it says it's quick charge 3.0 compatible, and the pink one here is connected to the quick charge port. Okay, plug that in. Also, I do have a quick charge USB quick charge USB port right here. The Rav4 does not come with one of these, but you can install one. All right, this is an aftermarket right here. I'll put a link in the description of the video and a link at the end of the video if you want to find out how I installed that. All right, that's going to the other mount that I have right now. Okay, but anyway, yeah, so take it off again, plug the USB cable in. Okay, put the mount back in. I'm surprised how easily that goes in and out. Okay, and then yeah, that should be it. So yeah, one thing is you're going to have this cable coming out from down here. It's not very elegant looking, that's what I'm going to say. Okay, I want to go ahead and fire up the Rav4. Okay, so if you want to open the arms or close the arms, you press the little buttons on the side, and it just takes a teeny little touch to do it. All right, there's no button to press. It's like a little sensor. Okay, I hope my phone fits on this mount. Oh, you know what? It doesn't fit. Oh, it barely fits. There we go. Alright, I'm going to tighten the ring a little more. Okay, then if you want to open it, press the button and it should open. Oh, this phone barely fits in there. Alright, let's try the old LG V30. Alright. Oh, LG V30 doesn't fit in there either, man. This is not wide enough. I don't like this. And the mount isn't very... It's not on there very good. Kind of don't like this, guys. It doesn't fit the phone very well, guys. All right, so this is the V60 didn't fit, and the V30 doesn't fit. The arms don't go out far enough. That's the smallest, and that's the widest. All right, and the phone doesn't fit in there, man. You have to like spread the arms a little bit. That's it. So the automatic grabber function doesn't work with my phone very well. And the mount comes off when you pull it off. I kind of don't like this, guys. Is that really how this works? Yeah, it just kind of hangs there. This vent mount is not very good, and you're paying like an extra like $20 for this special mount, and it doesn't work very well. Like the gravity is supposed to hold it in place. Yeah. Okay. So anyway, let's go test the. I'm gonna take my phone out of the case, all right, because mine has this metal thing on the back here. So there's my LG V30 without the case. All right, it's a lot slimmer. I'm gonna go put it on there. Okay, that's the way it's supposed to work. Let's see if the wireless... Oh, there we go. The charging worked. it's kind of strange. It automatically started the phone. So if the phone doesn't charge, you're gonna have to adjust the height. All right. Oh yeah, so it's kind of annoying when you want to adjust it. Okay. And it bounces around too. I don't like that. Yeah, maybe this isn't the phone amount that I want. All right, anyway, so it just says here it's fast charging wirelessly, all right? It'll take an hour and 20 minutes to thing, all right? So there you go. The wireless charging function does work. Okay. Okay, but it doesn't look like alright, so I don't know if Hades Mega is going to keep this phone mount. It's not very secure. Alright, I'm not very happy with the center mount for the vent. Alright, so Hades Mega is already going to do some reviews. So to take it out, you press the button here, and it should open up, and it comes right out. Alright, so no wires, alright, but there's a wire coming out of here. Alright, so it says wireless charging stopped. And then if I want to put it back in, okay, if you put it in crooked, here it goes, charging, take it out. If you, yeah, so let's say you don't put it in straight, it'll automatically line up. Oh no, it doesn't. It just clamps it wherever. Okay, whatever. Yeah. So my disappointment is if you have like a really big phone, this is not going to work. If you have a big phone with a case, all right, with a big case like this, an Otterbox case like this, all right. This is an Otterbox Defender, all right, for LG V30. It doesn't fit in the mount. Like you have to like shoehorn it in there. So one of the features of this for one-handed operation, all right. So and you can use it for one-handed operation, right? But you can't use it with the freaking case, all right? It won't work with the case on. So press the button when you want to thing it, and you just pull it out. It's pretty nice. It works good, but doesn't work good if you have a case, all right? And I have to have a case on my phone because I drop my phone all the time. I'm pretty rough with my phone, so I will not use my case. I will not use my phone without a special case on it, okay? But there you go. Okay, so yeah, if you do want to adjust it with the phone on there, so you can adjust the height. I could make it taller. Let's open this. You can move it taller. Oh, wait. Okay, I think that's the highest. You could make it lower, okay? And it may not charge. Yeah, so that's the thing about the CC version. The CC version doesn't have the automatic sensor for the charge sensor. Okay, so what you got to do is you got to make sure it's the right height. So open it up. So apparently it works when it's at the highest height for my phone. Okay, it depends on your phone. Okay, there you go. So you have to have it the height set perfectly, all right? You can also adjust the ball to be higher. It kind of blocks, on the Rav4, it blocks the buttons in the back there. I would have it as high as you can make it. So let's see if we can make it higher. Pull this out. I'm going to try to move the ball up more. Yeah, let's just take it out. I'm surprised how easily this comes out. So you can adjust the height of the mount here. You gotta take this ring off. Okay, pop it off. Oh, it just keeps on opening and closing. It's kind of annoying. Okay, and then so I want to move the ball as high as possible. So I'm going to push this up. And I think that's as high as it'll go. Okay, so that's as high as it'll go. Maybe we can go one more. Okay, yeah, that's the highest, so you can make it right there. Pop. Oh, this thing keeps opening and closing. It's so annoying. Put the ring. Oh, he's on. Put the ring back on. Okay. Oh. Okay. Tighten the ring. Okay. Put the phone mount back on. Okay. Well, that's as high as I could make it. I could pretty easily access all the buttons here, all right? Put the phone back in. Okay. And yeah, I could pretty easily access all the buttons here. The only thing is I can't see what's in the center of the display anymore. I can make out from where I'm sitting, I could make out the temperature, all right? Maybe I can make out if you can still see the passenger's temperature, all right? But you can't see the center, all right? So this in the center is, it tells you how, you know, where the air is directed and the fan speed and all that stuff. It blocks all of that out, okay? But I could see the front defroster, I could see the rear defroster, I could see, and that's it, all right? I can see the recirculate button, and I think this is the no air in the back button or something, all right? And then the stuff that's covered is the air adjustment, the fan speed adjustment, the fan speed and faster and slower, and then the eco heat and cool button. Okay, so I never really touched that one. Yeah, I never really touched these ones in the center, right? Maybe this one on the side here, so that's okay, but it's kind of a bummer it blocks this. All right, but the good thing is it doesn't block the screen at all, all right? But it does kind of get in the way. Like if you wanted to mess around with the buttons and stuff, you could do that, but it kind of, you may hit your phone. Okay, that's what I'm gonna say. Okay, how easy is it to adjust while you're, so I'll have to drive around with it like that for a while, but I don't think I'm gonna keep this phone mount, guys. I wanted a phone mount that I could charge wirelessly with my case, all right? And I would have to take this metal plate off to do that. I think I have another case that doesn't have the metal. Let's do another test. Let's test to see if I have another case. I have the case that I took this metal plate off of my new phone. Let's go get that and see if it works with the case on, all right? If it will charge with the Otterbox Defender case. So I've got this case that doesn't have the metal plate on it. All right, so we're gonna go test this out. Let's go take this out. My LG V30. Okay, we're gonna put this on here. Now we're gonna put, this is my old case. It's like kind of broken, so. Okay, so now I have the Otterbox Defender case on there. Let's see if this will work with it. I think we have to just stick it between. Okay. You can hear the motors trying to work to hold it in, and it doesn't charge. All right, guys. We can try to adjust it. Maybe we can move it down a little bit. Let's try moving it down. Oh, this thing pops up all the time. Yeah, there's no way to keep this from bobbing around like this. I don't like that either. Okay, so I moved it down a little bit. Let's try it again. Okay, nothing. Nothing. Let's try it again. Let's try moving it lower. All right, that's the lowest you can move it. I have to slip it in from the top. I don't like that. Oh, it spreads the arms out all the way. Okay, there you go. So with a thick case, like an Otterbox Defender, it will not charge. Sorry to say, guys. So this is a good phone. This will be a good phone mount if you have a freaking no case, all right, or you have a thinner case. All right, this is like one of those super dupery strong cases. All right, if you got a really heavily armored case, it won't work with this phone, unfortunately. Yeah, it won't work with this charge mount. We can try moving it higher again, all the way up. Okay, that's where it worked before. It should work, so I have to slide it in. Okay, and it will not charge. Not strong enough. Okay, and it's like falling off of the mount again. So this won't work if you have to touch the phone. If you have to touch the phone mount, it's not going to work very well because this will come off easily. All right. It's held on. It's kind of held on by gravity. All right. So you have to be able to not touch the phone mount. All right. You should be able to just slip the phone right out. If I pull this out, the whole thing comes out. Okay. It just kind of just hangs there. I don't like it. I hate to say it. I don't think I'm going to use this mount. All right. And so the only way to really get it off with the Defender is to kind of peel it off. Right. You have to peel it off very carefully. Okay. And to put it on, you'd probably have to use two hands. You have to slide it from the top. Like that. Okay. It doesn't work very well. Okay. And it will not charge. Okay. Without the phone, it's brilliant. I actually like it. I would use it, but I need a phone thing. Okay. So with the LG V60, the LG V60 is even bigger than the V30, guys. It doesn't even fit at all, man. Yeah, it doesn't fit at all. You have to really spread these suckers, man. There you go. All right. And I think it turns. It probably turns the. I have a metal plate on this one. And so this one will not wirelessly charge. All right, but just to test it out, let's go take the V60 out of the case. All right, I didn't want to do it, but I'll do it. It's really a pain in the ass to take this out of the case. I'll take it out of the case and then we'll put it in there naked. Okay, there's so this is a poetic. All right, this is one of those poetic cases. All right, it's a pretty nice case. It's just really a pain in the ass. So there it is. There's the LG V60 without the case on it. And let's see if it fits. Oh, it barely fits. Yeah. Will it wirelessly charge? Yes, yes it does. All right, there you go. So it's actually brilliant without the case. All right, but I need to have a case on my phone, so it won't work with a big case, guys. So if you have a big phone, this is technically a phablet. All right, so it's almost like it's a small tablet, is what it is. All right. Something like a Galaxy Note or something won't fit on this case. iPhones, I'm not sure if they'll fit with the case. Without the case, it will. You can put a pretty big phone on it, right? And it bounces around a lot. I kind of don't like that. If you hit a bump or something, this thing might just fall off. I'm not sure. All right, so if you want to take it out, press a little button and just pull out. Pretty nice. I always wanted to get one of these mounts, but unfortunately it doesn't work with the case. So yeah, and I don't think I want to take that metal plate out because I got to put it back in. So how is operating the phone while it's on there? Well, it's okay, I guess. Fingerprint sensor still works. So I never use the wireless charging on this. It says it'll take 18 minutes to charge. It kind of bobbles around a little bit. I don't like this mount. All right, the mount kind of bobbles around. All right, and you can access pretty much everything to it. Okay, we can use Google Maps. Okay. Oh, there it is again. So with the V60, it kind of blocks. It kind of blocks the screen a little bit. All right. Yeah, and then if you want to adjust it at all, it's okay, but I don't like how it bobbles around like that because there's kind of like a little gap at the bottom of this. So yeah, I've been seeing these phone mounts that have this special mount that's in the center here, and I don't like it. It's not very solid, all right, guys. It does work, but you know, I think if you're going to hit a lot of speed bumps and stuff, it's going to move up and down. If you're using the phone, it moves around a little bit. Okay, check the weather. Okay, you could still access the controls. You could access the controls underneath the phone, but it blocks all the middle buttons. It blocks the center display for the HVAC controls, the HVAC display for the controls and stuff. Yeah, so does it get in the way of the shifter? Let's see. That's another thing. We haven't driven around with it yet, but I'll put it in drive. Okay. No, it doesn't block the shifter at all. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, so that's good. It doesn't really block the front display all that much. You have access to all the buttons here. There's really nothing, there's no controls here. You can still adjust the vents up and down, left and right. Okay, another thing is like, yeah, the nice thing what I do like about vent mounts is that when it's hot, you can cool your phone down, all right? You turn the AC on, point the vent at your phone, and it will cool your phone down, all right? And, you know, you kind of lose the vent for yourself, but I got extra vents in the car. So, so I do like where this is mounted, though. It's nice. Yeah, you kind of have to take your eyeball off the road for a little bit to see it. I think my other vent mount's a little bit better because it's a little higher in the car, so... I do like that it does have one-handed operation. Look at how much the claws move. They don't move like a whole lot. I think that this phone is literally almost the maximum size. All right, but you can remove it and install it without having to. Oop, oop. You have to get it in there just right. There we go. Okay. And the wireless charging does work. Let's see. Yeah, actually another thing is, so this is almost fully charged though, so let's go to battery. Alright, so it says it's fast charging. It's going to take 14 minutes. It doesn't say how fast it's charging though. Okay, so there's no way to tell how fast it's charging, but the maximum charging that this will do is 15 watts is what it says, okay? I believe this phone can do 15 watts. But it says it's fast charging, all right, so it does work. So it's working as a fast charger. Okay, so all right, so these are Hades Mega's final thoughts on the Lasfit fast charging wireless phone mount. All right, I kind of don't like the Rav4 mount, guys. It kind of bobbles around like that. All right, if you pull the phone out, the whole thing will come out. Okay. It comes out really easily, all right? I haven't driven around with this, and I don't think I'm going to keep it. But it's kind of nice that, yeah, it is one-handed operation. It's automatic, all right? You just press the button if you want to remove it. Okay, and the wireless charging does work. However, it doesn't work with the case, all right? It doesn't work with a large case, all right? It doesn't work with the Poetic case. It doesn't work with the Otterbox Defender. They're too thick, all right? I tried it without the metal plate, and it still doesn't work, all right? So it's not powerful enough for that. Maybe if you had a really thin case, if you had a case that was just the rubber part, all right? There's no plastic protection on it, all right? If you had a thin case, you probably would be able to use it, all right? But I don't have a thin case, so you've got to use the phone naked. So if you're one of those people that you use your phone naked with no case, or like a really slim case, then this will be a good mount, all right? It does move, it does bobble around a little bit. You can use it with a USB cable, all right? There's an opening here for USB cable. And yeah, so there's a couple adjustments. You can move it up and down, and then you could move the mount around the little ball, all right? There's also other ways you can mount it. You can mount it to the windshield or a vent mount. Yeah, so okay, so I think that's that's the end of the video, and that's my little review. I don't think I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna look at something else. All right, I just want to say, all right, I'm kind of disappointed in it, that it doesn't fit like a large phone with a really beefy case. All right, and even then, even if I had a smaller phone with a beefy case, the fast charging won't work because the case is too thick. Okay, so I'm kind of disappointed in it. But you can get. But if you do have if you have a kind of small, skinny phone, all right, without a case or a really slim case, then this will be a great phone mount for you. All right, it does kind of bobble around, but the fact that you can use the button to let it go, you know, like that, pretty easily, then it might work out for you. All right, but I don't think it's going to work out for me. It's nice that there's a button on each side that will thing, and it's not an actual button. You don't have to really press it really hard. You just gotta move your finger around it. All right, but if you're fiddling around with your phone, the claws open and close. It's kind of annoying. I guess if you're gonna adjust this, turn the car off first. Okay, don't adjust it while you're driving. All right, and then I'm kind of not happy with this mount. It comes out really easily. Okay, if you pull it at all, it will come out. But that's kind of nice. It comes in and out really easily. All right, but I wanted something more secure than that. All right, it just kind of, the way it works is it uses gravity to hold it on, and then so there's a lot of space on the back of this, so it kind of bobbles around and stuff. So once if you hit like a speed bump or something, your phone's gonna shake up and down. All right, I kind of don't like that. Okay, but it is cool. It looks like it's been well made. Unfortunately, it has not been made to accommodate large phones with bulky cases, and it will not charge large phones with bulky cases. Okay, like the Otterbox Defender. Okay, so that's how it is. If I had to give this a rating, I would rate it maybe like a 3 out of 5. All right, that's being a little generous, but for my application, I'm a DoorDash driver, an Uber driver, and now I'm working for UPS for the winter season. This is not going to work for me, guys. But I do like having the phone here. This is a good place to put the phone, but I'm going to have to find some other options. All right, so I think I'm gonna have to sell this. I just bought it and I'm going to sell it now. So hopefully it'll go to somebody, you know, with the Rav4 that can use it. Okay, but fortunately I can't use it. Okay, thanks for watching. So that's the Lasfit. This is the CC version of the Lasfit fast charge wireless mount. All right, phone mount for a Rav4, 2019 to 2021 Rav4s. And that was my review on it. Okay, so I don't think I'm going to keep it. I will put a link in the video where you can order this on Amazon, and I will put a link where you can get this quick charge USB port in the video. That's another thing. You need a separate. You need your own USB charger already. Okay, so if you don't have a USB charger, you have to have one already. Okay, it does come with the cable though, so you don't need the cable. Okay, so another thing I've discovered with this phone, at least for the V30. All right, this only counts on the V30. The V30 has a power button on the back and a fingerprint sensor on the back. So you're gonna lose your fingerprint sensor. You're not gonna be able to touch it because it's covering the phone, man. So you're gonna have to use a swipe to open. Okay, that kind of sucks. Yeah, a swipe or double tap or whatever. Okay. So the V30 has a fingerprint sensor in the front. All right, you can use this. It has a screen one. This one doesn't have that, so that's not gonna work. Maybe you'd have to unlock it first. Okay, and then put it in. Okay, so another thing I noticed about this mount is when I took this off, it kind of scratches the plastic here a little bit. So yeah, if you do want to use this, I would put some electrical tape here, all right, to protect the plastic from getting scratched. Yeah, because this part here, it scratches the plastic a little bit. All right, that's where like its point of contact is. So okay, yeah, so I guess you could move it a little bit. Right, you don't have to have it exactly in the center, so you can move it left and right, but as long as you have access to this hazard button, you'll be fine. But in the center is good. Okay, so I was taking it apart, and one feature I forgot to mention is that, so this has a built-in capacitor to it, so when you disconnect it, all right, it doesn't have any power now, it still works. Oh wait. There you go. Kind of took a second. Okay, it'll work for a few seconds is what I'm going to say. I don't know why it took so long to... Maybe it takes a few seconds for it to respond, to turn on the from the capacitor. Okay, so there you go. Yeah, so if you just happen to shut your car off and you haven't taken your phone off the mount yet, it has a few seconds of energy, so you can open the claws on the phone mount, so it'll work again. Pretty cool. Yeah. So it's kind of got like a little built-in battery, sort of, that lasts for a little while. Okay. That's another nice feature. Okay, thanks for watching. Hayes Miguel.